The legendary leader of Diaz's army, Nick Diaz, is officially returning to the octagon. He will share the octagon with his one-time opponent, former UFC welterweight champion Robbie Lawler at UFC 266. Dana White announced this fight on Tuesday via Kevin Dioli. This will be the second 5-rounder fight in UFC history, which will not be a main event or title fight. The first one was a welterweight clash between Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards at UFC 263. 17 years ago, at UFC 47, two young rising stars, Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler, shared the octagon for the first time. On that night, Nick Diaz served the ruthless second loss in the UFC via KO at 1:31 of the second round. After that fight, Robbie managed to win Elite XC middleweight and UFC welterweight titles, and Nick won his titles in Strikeforce, WEC, and IFC. Both had a great career after their first bout, but the last fights were not beneficial for their reputations. The last time Nick Diaz, 26-90, graced a UFC octagon 6 years ago, against the Spider, Anderson Silva. Nick Diaz was defeated in that fight via unanimous decision, but both fighters failed their drug tests, overturning the fight to a no contest. Robbie is still an active fighter, but that does not give him an advantage. After Tyron Woodley dethroned Robbie at UFC 201 via first-round KO, the Ruthless lost 4 fights out of 5. The 39-year-old fighter did not look like himself in his previous fights. The last time he won against Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone at UFC 214 via unanimous decision. The card is not finalized yet, but we can say that the co-main event is going to be a 5-round fight between Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler, and main event of the evening will be the featherweight title fight between current champion Alexander Volkanovski and number 2 contender Brian T. City Ortega, both with only one career loss. For this moment, UFC 266 looks like this. Featherweight -145 £, see Alexander Volkanovski vs Brian Ortega. Welterweight -170 £, Robbie Lawler vs Nick Diaz. Flyweight -12 £, Aaron Blanchfield vs Sarah Alper. Lightweight -155 £, Jalen Turner vs Uros Medic. Flyweight, Jessica Andrade vs Cynthia Calvillo. Bantamweight -135 £, Marlon Moraes vs Merabvlishvili. Heavyweight, 207 to 265 £, Curtis Blades vs Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Flyweight, Roxanne Modafferi vs Tatiana Suarez.